Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Pater here with a quick video for you. We're getting a lot of questions about our broody hens. We got a lot of questions prior the past couple of times that we had some broody hens. I didn't have a lot of opportunity to film a whole lot of broodiness while it was going on, so we're going to share this with you tonight. A lot of folks, a lot of you guys that have had broody hens, a lot of this is going to be information that you know. But for you folks that are wanting to get chickens or maybe have your first broody or interested in homesteading, this might be some good information for you. A broody hen, as you can see kinda back in there, is a hen that obviously is going to be hatching for hormonal reasons, goes into what's called broodiness, where she's going to hatch out eggs. Okay, they're not necessarily her eggs, but they are where she wants to hatch out baby chicks. Now she will go broody and she will sit and she will be like this even if there's not eggs under her potentially. But if you're on a farm setting and you can have more chicks and you want to do that, obviously that's where we're at, then you may want to have her sit on eggs. So long story short, we have two broody hens right now. And a lot of folks allow broodies to hatch out baby chicks in different scenarios. I'll tell you what works for us. We have what I call the nesting condos. We use the plastic containers, the 18-gallon totes. We've cut out a portion of them. We've actually, behind the camera here, which is in another video, we've actually made them into a series of like condos. We call them condos or little apartments. We joke about that. We don't just have them all on the ground or just two or three. We have multiple nesting boxes. I have found that these totes work extremely, extremely well. I've used different types of totes for just nesting boxes, but I've also found that the broody hens really, really like them. I try to accommodate each broody hen depending upon their personality and how well they're taking to the eggs. They're very different. Every one of them have been a little bit different. Some of them have been more aggressive than others because, you know, when they're broody and they're on those eggs, those are their babies and they're in their mindset, if you will, and they're going to sit on those eggs nonstop. Well, so we have one of our first broodies back over there, and she's not coming off the nest, but maybe once a day if we see her. This gal right in here, this is her first time being broody. She's the smallest of our Buff Orpingtons. And I suspected her going broody 2 days ago. I kind of was watching it. And she's a small bird, comparatively speaking. And she went broody and was sitting on some eggs in one of the lower nesting boxes. And when she would come out, somebody would come in and sit. So here's what I want to suggest. First of all, you have to know what you need to do for a broody hen. You want to provide for them a setting that is comfortable for them. Some will go and do their own things somewhere in the barn, okay, and are very aggressive, and it doesn't matter what any other hen or rooster is around them doing. They're taking care of their own. Some of them I've found are a little bit more meek or can be quitters. But this one has tended to be a little bit more meek, so we wanted to give her a different setting. We've never done this before, so this is new to us. All of my broodies have been very successful in the nesting boxes. But this little gal right here has lost 2 eggs in the past 2 days, so we've had to reset her. So what I did is I actually was going to put her in the cage, because what that does is that allows her privacy, that allows her for her eggs to be, you know, very well kept in terms of protection. Nobody's stepping on them by accident. There's no scuffle between the hens where breakage can happen and all of that sort of mess. So at first I put her in here. I cleaned her, put her over here, set this up, and she wanted no part of it. I mean, absolutely no part of it. What this is one of our older dog cages. You probably have one, or someone in your family may have one, or you can find them dirt cheap at a flea market and whatnot. If you're getting a homestead or have a homestead or getting chickens and you think you're going to have broody hens and you've got multiple animals or multiple hens, I'm going to highly recommend you get one of these. It may cost you $20 or $30, but the peace of mind is well worth it. So what we've done is I put her in here, and I put her in here with the eggs and with her setup on her own, and it totally stressed her out. So I then set her up in there with one of the nesting boxes. Cochise. So when I set her up with when I set her up with the nesting box, she's taken back to the eggs. She has her own privacy within here. Now, as you notice, we're going to keep this real clean with pine shavings, and she has her own feed in here. She has her own water in here, so she can come out and do. Now, we're going to monitor her. You know, we're in the barn. My gosh, probably 15 times a day, actually, on average. So we're going to monitor her. If I feel she needs to come out to dust bathe, I may let her do that because that's good for them. That keeps the mites down. But we're going to keep it top. But I was really stressed that she wouldn't take back to the eggs, and at first she didn't. I left it open the gate. She went back to her nesting box. And I thought, I wonder if a nesting box is going to fit in there. So we put it in there, and we brought her back. And as soon as she saw that was nesting boxes in there, which is so easy for you guys to make, she is immediately taken to it. She's fluffed up in there. She's on about 7 eggs right now. I think I have 7 eggs. And we have had no issue. So you definitely want to give your broody hen obviously a way for her to get her food and her water, which is really nice because they only come off the nest if they're really truly broody, maybe once or twice a day. I've given her chick starter. It's got the higher protein. And then, of course, she'll eat that with the babies. And then, of course, fresh water with apple cider vinegar. And we'll just monitor her every day. So hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have fresh babies from her. We do keep the top on here because you've got these little busybodies. So keeping a broody hen is a lot of fun. It's great for the kids to see. It's a lot of education. They're all different. And I'll tell you, if you've got a really good broody mama and she hatches a lot of babies for you and she takes to them really well, nothing is going to raise your baby chicks better than a broody mama. So they're really great. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to us here at Appalachia's Homestead. Like us on Facebook, and we have our Instagram and our blog. And, if you're looking forward to having some chickens, this is just one aspect of taking care of them and enjoying and becoming educated on everything that they do. Y'all take care, and we'll talk to you soon.